Some people had some questions about how to do certain things. I couldn't find it in the Zoom history, so I thought I would just make another video real quick. I have like let's see, I have like I don't know, like 9 minutes, so shouldn't take very long. Okay. I'm actually going to show you another scholar's work. I told her I was going to help her, so I'm going to go ahead and take that time. So you're going to pull up your Grab It, right? You already have it in your computer, so I'm going to open from computer. Recent. I know I downloaded it, but I think it's this one. Yep. Okay. So now it's in there. Remember that the very first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to lock this layer because I don't want it to be moving around. If it's not locked and I start like working on top of it, then that's not going to work. So we're going to lock the layer. Okay. You have two options, right? You have your right up here, you have your pen tool. If I use this little drop down, I have my pen and my freehand. If you're going to fill it in with color, I would suggest the pen. If you're only doing outlines, then the freehand should work just fine. Okay, so remember that zooming up into it is going to be your best friend. This is the thing that you want to do, is just zoom into it. Use the pan tool, right? This little hand to like move stuff around. Make sure it's nice and centered. Going back to the pen tool now. So on mine, let me go ahead and do that. Click. You see how I like click? I'm clicking because if I don't click on it, it's just gonna keep watching it's just gonna keep giving me a straight line. So every time it starts kind of curving, I give it a little bit, I give it a click. Boom, boom. So I'm just gonna go all the way around. And I'm gonna show you, I'm just gonna like skip through like that portion because it does not have to be perfect. And I'm gonna tell you why. It does not have to be perfect at all. However, you do have to bring it back to where you started, okay? Immediately you'll get like that where it goes white. In your inspector panel, now you have the fills. Let's say I'm gonna fill this in with this color, right? Maybe like a brown color, cool, beautiful. However, that doesn't look very realistic. I'm gonna bring up right here in fills, right next to the color, I'm gonna bring that 100 to 50. Remember, this is your opacity. So now I'm just giving it color, okay? Cool. You see how when I get on top of this, it starts doing that thing? Because I'm still on my pen tool. So I'm just gonna go back and you can either use the pointer or the pan just to like stop using that tool so it's not like messing you up, okay? I'm gonna zoom way in and I'm just gonna check. Actually, I'm gonna go back over here. I'm gonna change my border. I'm gonna make that thicker. You see right here in borders where it says fills, where we had the color and the opacity, under it says borders. I want my, maybe I don't want it black. Maybe I want it like a darker brown. Maybe I want to trace it with like a darker brown, okay? And then the size and the thickness of that line is going to be dependent on this number here. So I'm going to change it to 6. Let's say that's what I want, okay? Cool. All right. So now we're looking at this. Now you can see where I quote unquote like messed up, right? you're gonna go up to this pointer tool, and you're gonna use a sub-select. Now, all of these little blocks show up, and you can move them around. I wanna not move that one around. Actually, let's bring you in. Okay, you see, so now I'm giving it some shape, and I can even give this some shape. You see how like that was messed up more than we wanted it to, and you can always make those connections. So now they're connected. There you are. Okay, I'm gonna keep moving. Where else did I mess up? I'm gonna bring this in a little, but bringing it in kind of moved this one out, so I'm just gonna adjust that again. Okay. I'm gonna change that. I'm gonna bring this in a little, right there. Cool. So you're just gonna click on all of these things in order to like make those minor adjustments, okay? Right here, this one looks kind of blocky, so I'm just gonna fix that. Let's say that I wanted to give this, maybe I don't wanna color this in, right? This looks nice-ish, but maybe I don't wanna color it in. Maybe I want to give it some texture. I'm gonna show you how to do that in just a sec. First, I'm just gonna finish up this because I'm a perfectionist. And there we go. Cool. So I'm gonna go back to my pointer tool just so that I'm not like, let's go down. So now look at that. Now we've given that color. And you can do the same thing. Like obviously the nail is not going to be the same color as the skin. So you can like go in and do the same thing, use the pen tool, boom, 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 and then put whatever color you want. Let's pretend that we want to give it some texture though. Let's type in skin texture. Skin texture, okay? Images. I'm going to go to tools, size, large. Because I want to make sure that it covers all of it and it's not going to like tile it and look weird. Let's do realistic. Maybe not realistic. Skin texture. Let's do this one. Hey, I'm recording something. Okay, he left. Cool. Save image as skin texture. And then I gotta go because I do gotta jump into this. But let me just show you this real quick. Right, you have your fills. You have your fills. You're gonna go to color fill, texture fill, and then choose image. Well, it was like something skin. Oh, downloads. Skin. Okay, so now I've given that a skin texture. And again, that looks weird. So I'm gonna change that opacity to 50. Or maybe let's do 70. So you see what I'm saying? All right, so that maybe if I do 80 actually. I don't even know why this matters. Cool. And then you can just do the same thing. Trace the nail, change its color, and there's that. Okay.